Youngstown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That's fine. Yeah. 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flushed out right. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run with Montgomery. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Trevor Davis now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Back 55!
A second down run for Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he checks this one down to Williams. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us Offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Jumbo, jumbo. Back 53.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey. White.
Throwing again. Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Drill right, 22. 21. 22.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give them big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Finds his target, Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway. On 1st down, Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Martin, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That one goes for 24 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now it's the backup Kaiser. Buying time to his left. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 10. To throw again, Stafford. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. Hey, 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Prater for the extra point, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he stopped immediately there. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Zero. Double right. Hey. Hey, red. Ringo.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
What partner they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go. Block it. 3 down. Stay 50. Kill. Hey, 22.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 11. On first down, Stafford here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Amir Abdullah. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, 77 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers going to throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And that's complete to Adams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. first and 10. Here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Rodgers. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers again now. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. They're going to keep it on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Squad. Hey. Jumbo. Zebra. 22.
Operating from the gun. Stafford over the middle to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blount, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And that's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. To throw is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Being chased out left. Room here to run. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Tag 50, tag 50.
They go with Abdullah again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
10, 10. 32. Hey, 22. Like 7.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Middle here. 0. 21. 0.
Throwing again. Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hey. Hey, give me radar.
Throwing is Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
We got three.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Rodgers going to throw. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Zero.
On second down, here's Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Luke Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And it's up and good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And he's got some space here. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.